Good morning, students. In the previous lecture of the hydrocarbons, we discussed about a whole chapter, and now we are going to complete the exercise. So, first question from the exercise: how do you account for the formation of ethane during chlorination of methane? So, the question is, how can we prepare ethane by the chlorination of methane? So, that was the first chemical property of the alkane. We discussed about the halogenation and especially for the chlorination, and they have given us the mechanism also, right? So, you can see that over here clearly. Look at this. Okay, preparation and now chemical properties. Over here on the page number 381, they have given the mechanism for the chlorination of methane, free radical chlorination of methane. Okay, first of all, this question is a 4-marker question and it is an important one. So, we have to write a whole particular portion of the mechanism of free radical chlorination of methane. First step was initiation, where we created a 2 chlorine free radicals. After that, the propagations, where we created methyl free radical. After that, in the second step of the propagation, methyl free radical reacts with the chlorine and again chlorine free radical was prepared. That chlorine free radical goes more on and given us CH2Cl2 methylene dichloride, and after that our last step, which is the most important in this question, termination. In the termination, the B reaction, you can see that 2 methyl free radical combines with each other and forms ethyl. So, that was our question, how can we prepare ethane from free radical chlorination of methane, and they have also given us the reason. The above mechanism help us to understand the reason for the formation of ethane as a byproduct during the chlorination of methane. For that particular sentence, we have to write the whole mechanism. So, the answer of the question 1 will be on the page number 381. Note it down, because you have to write it on your fair book. That was the first question. After that, let's see the second question. Write IUPAC names of the following compounds. Okay, let's do this. IUPAC name of the following compounds. So, we have opened the IUPAC nomenclature in the program. Now see, this is our first IUPAC nomenclature. You can see that there are total 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbons, and 1 carbon is as a branch. So, I am simply going to remove this 2 number from here and I am going to write CH3 over here. Okay. So, I am going to copy this CH3, Control C, Control V, I am going to put it over here. Okay. And I am going to draw a line between these two. So, this is our compound. Okay, because they have given us CH3 twice. So, this carbon is attached with 2 CH3. Now, you can see that on the second carbon there is a double bond. Okay. For that, let's give numbers. This is our first carbon, this is the second carbon, this is third carbon, and this is fourth carbon. Okay. On the second carbon there is a double bond as well as CH3. That's why the name will be 2-methyl-but2-ene. Write it down in your book. 2-methyl-but2-ene will be the name. Okay. After that, our second compound. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon in a straight line. there are two different functional groups. One will be the double bond and another one will be the triple bond, right? Now, according to the reactivity series of the functional group, alkene has more reactivity than alkyne. That's why we will going to give number from this side. This will be our first carbon, this is our second carbon, this is our third carbon, this is our fourth carbon, and this will be our fifth carbon. So name will be pent 1 in 3-ine. Name will be pent 1 in 3-ine. Okay. After that, our compound number 4, it is quite simple. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So on the first carbon and on the third carbon there is a double bond. That's why name will be buta-1,3-diene. Buta-1,3-diene. Okay. After that, question number 4, fourth IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. There is a benzene ring and 4 carbons, but here benzene ring is a substituted group. So for this we are going to use word phenyl. Okay. Obviously alkene has more reactivity than benzene. That's why this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. On the fourth carbon there is a phenyl ring. That's why name will be 4-phenyl but-1-ene. 4-phenyl but-1-ene. After that, now we have benzene ring with CH3 and OH. Obviously OH is going to be our first carbon and CH3 will be our second carbon. Okay. On the first carbon there is a OH, so benzene on OH will be known as a phenol. On the second carbon there is a methyl, so name will be 2-methylphenol. The compound E has a name 2-methylphenol. After that, fifth compound, longest chain. Obviously this will be our longest chain. Okay, this is our longest chain. Now the nomenclature portion, if we give number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and sixth carbon gets the branch, whereas over here 1, 2, 3, 4 and fifth carbon gets number. So 1, then 2, 3 and 4, because there are 3 CH2 in a series. After that this will be fifth carbon. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Total 10 carbons are there. Okay. On the fifth carbon there is a branch. Okay. Again there is a catch over here, because CH2 has been CH3 twice has been written. That's why I am going to again copy. Okay, we have already copied, that's why we are simply going to paste it and going to attach this over here. Okay, and going to draw a line with that. So you can see that there is a branch of branch, so numbering of branch will be necessary. That's why I am going to give number over here. This will be first carbon, because the carbon attached to the branch main series will be the first carbon. So name will be like this: 5 dash in the bracket 2-methyl propyl decane. 2-methyl propyl decane. Okay. After that, our last nomenclature, you can see that there is a long chain over here, that will be our priority or main chain. Now numbering will be obviously from this side, that's why this will be our first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th and 10th. Okay, so total 10 carbons are there, and on the fourth carbon there is a ethyl group. So on the first carbon there is a double bond, on the fifth carbon there is a double bond, and on the eighth carbon there is a double bond. So name will be like this: 4-ethyl deca 158 triene, because there is a 3 double bond. 4-ethyl deca 158 triene. Okay, so that was our second question, IUPAC nomenclature. After that, our third question: for the following compounds, write structural formulas and IUPAC names for all possible isomers having the number of double or triple bond as indicated. Okay, so C4H8 with one double bond, C4H8 with one double bond, that we have already completed in the alkene, right? We have drawn the isomers of butene, C4H8. Okay, so here, where is the isomers? Okay, here it is. The isomers of C4H8 are shown as below. This will be the answer on the page number 385. This is the first isomer but1-ene, this is the second isomer but2-ene, and this will be the third isomer 2-methyl-prop-1-ene. Total 3 isomers are possible for C4H8. After that, they asked for C5H8, one triple bond. Okay, one triple bond. So alkyne will have the isomers. Let's see, in the alkyne they have given us the isomers. Okay, alkyne is here. Isomers, possible isomerism. Where is the isomers? Okay, over here. Look at this, C5H8. Let us try to arrange 5 atoms of carbon continuously in chain and with a side chain. So 3 different possibilities: pent-1-ine, pent-2-ine, and 3-methyl-but-1-ine. So 3 different isomers are possible for C5H8 as well as 3 isomers are possible for C4H8. Okay. After that, our fourth question will be: write IUPAC names of the product obtained by the ozonolysis of the following compound. Okay. Question number 13.4 is most IMP for your exam as well as JEE and NEET. Question number 13.4 is most IMP for the examination purpose. Okay, we are going to do ozonolysis of pent-2-ene. Okay, so let's do this. So let's start with the ozonolysis. As I told you already, 13.4 will be most important for us. So the first compound is pent-2-ene. You can see over here we have pent-2-ene with us, and pent-2-ene is alkene compound, and we are going to do ozonolysis for that. Look at this. This is pent-2-ene. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbons are there with O3. Okay. Now we are going to break this double bond completely, and this portion will be attached to the triangular oxygen in this side, and this portion will be attached over this side, right? Now we have to divide it by portions, so we are going to divide it like this. So this portion will be CH3CHO after the reaction with ZNO and H2O, and this portion will be CH3CH2CHO. So name of this compound will be ethanol and this one will be propanol. So product of pent2-ene ozonolysis will be ethanol and propanol. After that, our second compound is 3,4-dimethyl hept3-ene. 3,4-dimethyl hept3-ene. Now this is our 3,4-dimethyl hept3-ene compound. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 carbons. On the third carbon there is a double bond. 3,4-dimethyl. So 3 and 4-dimethyl. This is 3,4-dimethyl hept3-ene. So for the ozonolysis we are going to break this bond. So this piece will be attached on this side and this piece will be attached on the other side. Break it down like this. So this becomes CH3CO CH2CH3. It is over here. It is known as a butane 2-on, and this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the second carbon there is a double bond. Okay. So this will be known as a pentane 2-on. Okay. After that, our third compound is 2-ethyl but1-ene. 2-ethyl but1-ene. Okay, look at this. This is our 2-ethyl but1-ene. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the second carbon there is a ethyl group. So 2-ethyl but1-ene. For the ozonolysis we have to break this double bond. On the one side there will be CH2 and on the other side this will be C2H5. C will be connected with C2H5 and C2H3. Now let's break it. So one piece and this will be the second piece, right? So HCHO, methanol will be the first product and other product will be pentane 3-on, because 2 carbon and 2 carbon. Middle carbon has the double bonded oxygen. Okay. Our last compound 1-phenyl but1-ene. 1-phenyl but1-ene. Locate over here. This is 1-phenyl but1-ene. 4 carbon. On the first carbon there is a phenyl and on the first carbon there is a double bond. So break the double bond. Okay. So this piece will be connected over here, CH and benzene ring. So this will be our first piece and the second piece will be on the other side. So benzene with CHO, another compound will be CH3CH2CH2. That means it is propanol and this is benzaldehyde. Okay. So that was your question number 13.4. After that, let's discuss about question number 13.5. Again, most important question, most IMP question. Okay. So let's solve this. Before we solve it, let's make it clear. Okay. Now what do we have? An alkene A on ozonolysis gives a mixture of ethanol and pentane 3-on. Ethanol and pentane 3-on. Let's draw this. Ethanol CH3 C double bond O and H. This is ethanol and pentane 3-on. That means CH3 CH2 C double bond O with CH2 and CH3. Okay. So ethanol and pentane 3-on. After the ozonolysis, these two are the products. Okay. So we are going to need reagent. So these are the product, and what will be the reagent? it is quite simple. Break this double bond and connect both the carbons with each other. Break the double bond and connect both the carbons. Let's do this. CH3 CH, connect this both carbon with double bond. So double bonded with carbon, and that carbon has CH2 CH3 and another CH2 CH3. Now what will be the name of this compound? Look at this. So here the double bond, so first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. Okay, second carbon has the double bond, third carbon has the ethyl. So name will be 3-ethyl pent-2-ene. 3-ethyl pent-2-ene. Okay. After that, question 13.6, again most important question. Okay. An alkene A contains 3 carbon-carbon double bond, 8 carbon-carbon hydrogen sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. A on the ozonolysis gives 2 moles of aldehyde of molar mass 44. Now aldehyde of molar mass 44 is simply ethanol. Ethanol has the molecular weight CH3CH and double bond. Okay, ethanol has the molecular weight of 44. Okay. Now what was the thing we are doing? Cut it down and connect both the carbons. So we will get CH3 CH connected with the double bond CH CH3. Okay, look at this. 3 carbon-carbon sigma bond, first sigma bond, second sigma bond and third sigma bond. 8 carbon hydrogen sigma bond, 3 plus 3 plus 2, 8 carbon hydrogen sigma bond and 1 pi bond. Here it is the 1 pi bond. So this is our compound they asked for. Name will be but-2-ene. Okay. After that, question number 13.7, propanol and pentane-3-one. Okay. Propanol and pentane-3-one. So let's do this. First propanol, so CH3 CH2 C double bond O and H. This is propanol. Now pentane-3-one, so CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH2 CH3. Okay. Break the double bond. So oxygen will be removed and both carbon will be combined with each other. Okay. Product will be combine these 2 carbons. So CH3 CH2 CH. Okay. Combine with this carbon C, combine with CH2 CH3 CH2 CH3. When 2 carbons are combined, there will be double bond. Okay. Now name of this compound, longest chain 1 2 3 4 5 6. On the third carbon there is a ethyl group. So 3-ethyl hex-3-ene will be our compound of question number 13.7. 7. Okay. After that, let's discuss about question number 13.8. Write chemical equation for the combustion reaction of the following hydrocarbons. Butane. Okay, we know butane, right? So butane means C4H10. Okay, combustion reaction of this. So simple, it is going to react with O2. Now what is the rule? If 4 carbons are there, 4 carbon dioxide will be there. Okay, and half amount of hydrogen will be the water. So if 10 hydrogen is there, 5 H2O will produce. Now calculate the oxygen. 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. So 13 by 2 O2 will be required. This is the combustion reaction for butane. After that, pentene. Okay, pentene C5H10. Again reaction with O2. If 5 carbon is there, 5 CO2 will be produced, and if 10 hydrogen is there, half amount of water will be there. So 5 H2O. Okay. Now calculate the oxygen. 5 into 2, 10 plus 5, 15. So O2 required will be 15 by 2. Okay. After that, hexane. Okay, let's do this. Hexane C6H10, hexane reacts with O2. So if 6 carbon is there, 6 CO2 will produce, and if 10 hydrogen is there, 5 H2O, half amount will be produced. So 6 into 2, 12 plus 5, 17 oxygen will be required. That's why 17 by 2. Last question, toluene. Okay, toluene means C6H5CH3, C6H5CH3. Okay. Now look at this, 6 plus 1 carbon, 7 carbons are there, that's why 7 CO2, hydrogen 5 plus 3, 8 hydrogens are there, so half amount of water, so 4 H2O will be there. Okay, 7 into 2, 14 plus 4, 18, so 9 O2 will be required. So that was the combustion reaction they asked in the question 13.8. After that, question number 13.9, draw cis and trans structure of hex2-ene. Okay, 13.9 you have to do it on your own. Okay. After that, question number 13.10, 13.11, 13.12 is not included in your syllabus, so we are not going to solve it at all. Okay. These questions are not included, these 3 questions. Okay. In the next lecture, we are going to start from question number 13.13. That was all for today's lecture. Thank you so much.